Ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Arsenal Pulse, another entertaining quarterfinal here as Spain take on Belgium in another epic quarterfinal clash. So yesterday we witnessed France versus Morocco, very straightforward win for France. We all expected them to beat Morocco. So they won 2-0, and the winner of Spain versus Belgium is going to face France in the semi-final. So this game is very interesting. Let's look at the lineup. You have Unai Simon in goal, Cucurella at left back, then you have Laporte, Kubasi on center of the pack, and then you have Pedro Porro as the right back. In midfield, you have Fabian Ruiz of PSG and Rodri. Then you have number 10 for Dani Olmo. Then you have Starboy, Lamine Yamal, Alex Baena, and Oyarzabal, who has 4 goals in this tournament. So Oyarzabal having a very good tournament, as well as the whole Spain team after they beat Portugal. Belgium also are coming from beating USA 4-1 in the round of 16. So you have Courtois in goal, very experienced. Then you have Castagne, Goi, Mechele, and De Cuepa as the defense. In midfield, you have a partnership of Van Aken and Raskin. And then you have the electric Jeremy Doku of Manchester City, Leandro Trossard, Premier League champion of Arsenal, and the striker is the Ketalera of, I don't know if it's Atlanta. Yeah. So this is a very, very interesting game. Both teams like to play on the front foot, to attack. Spain, we all know they like the tiki-taka, to dominate possession, to suffocate teams, high pressing. And in terms of passes, they have the joint most passes in the tournament. So referee will be Michael Oliver of England. He referees in the Premier League. Then you have a captain, Kevin De Bruyne, as the man to watch. So also Belgium have had a very good tournament, unbeaten so far, and hopefully they are going to put up a good show. Then in terms of the odds for this game, Spain are clear favorites to win 1.63 to Belgium's 6.0 and a draw of 4.3. To qualify, you have Spain with 1.30 to Belgium's 3.45. So this is a very interesting matchup for all football lovers. Yeah. So we have not really seen Spain versus Belgium in many tournaments. So this is the first time that we're actually going to see them live. Yeah. We're going to see them going head to head, hammer and tongs, to secure the other semi-final spot. Yeah, so for me, my prediction, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Spain. I believe they're going to control possession. I believe they're going to beat Belgium because Spain are very technically gifted. With Lamine Yamal in the team, they have never lost a game, almost now 27 games. When Lamine starts, they don't lose. Belgium reaching the quarterfinal is also a very huge achievement, and as I said, they've been scoring goals for fun. 4-1 versus USA, they beat New Zealand 5-1. Yeah. So it's a team that is also very dangerous, and they have very good players who play in the Premier League, in the top 5 leagues in Europe. But I think Spain, since they are the European champion, they are going to go far in this tournament. Personally, I am supporting Spain in this World Cup, and I just want to see good football. Players like Lamine Yamal, who for me I usually say is the best player in the world. Not in terms of scoring or assisting, but for me, how he plays football. I don't think many players can play like Lamine. And he's also very young. Yeah, very young as well. 18 years old, already a world champion. Yeah, so kickoff is underway. Let's hope it's going to be an exciting game. Yeah, like yesterday, that game was not very exciting because we all knew France were going to beat Morocco. So it was very predictable. But this one, there's some kind of unpredictability. Yeah, we don't know who is going to win. Yeah, so 90 minutes of action, and we kick off. Belgium kicking off from right to left. Then you have Spain from left to right. Spain with their usual La Roja, yeah, home kit, the red and white, and Belgium ready with the first chance, but saved by Unai Simon. So Belgium with their white kit, all white kit, the one which they beat United States of America, the co-hosts. Yeah. So these are two European giants going head to head, and this is going to be a classic. For those who like the word classic football. So, as I said, Spain will look to control possession, to suffocate, to dominate the midfield. Belgium, quick transition with Doku and Trossard. Though both wingers were very, very skillful. Yeah. So player to watch for Spain, of course, Lamine Yamal usually turns up in these big games, like he did in the Euros. He scored in the semi-final versus France. They actually beat France in the semi-final of the Euros. So it looks like they're going to meet again the World Cup semi-finals. Yeah. So let's see how the European champion will progress. Actually, in the last game, they needed a late winner from Mikel Merino in order to beat Portugal. They sent Cristiano Ronaldo home, but it was a tight game. Cucurella. Oh, it was a very tight game. So they scored late. Actually, it was in stoppage time to beat Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal and send them home. And the same Portugal beat them in the UEFA Nation Leagues. Yeah, the last time Portugal and Spain met, Portugal beat Spain in the UEFA Nations League, and they went on to win it. So that was a revenge for Spain. Yeah. Pedro Porro of Tottenham has had a very good World Cup so far. He also scored in the win versus Austria in the round of 32. Yeah, so as we have seen in all quarterfinal games, the games are becoming harder and harder as we progress, because the quality of the teams now that we are facing, any team that has reached the quarters is a good team. So this is not going to be 5-0, 4-0 type of game. And Dani Olmo now on the attack to Baena. Baena also having a fantastic tournament. Rodri back to Cucurella. Cucurella was signed for Real Madrid, yeah, from Chelsea. Next season he will be playing at the Bernabeu, which is a very good personal achievement for his career. Playing for Real Madrid is the dream for every player, either Real Madrid or Barcelona, the two biggest clubs. in the world. So joining them, Lamine, and it's cleared. Yeah, any player who joins Real Madrid or Barcelona usually has hit the pinnacle of football. Yeah, so hopefully Arsenal we can also create that pool that any player wants to come to Arsenal. It should not be discussion. Spain with their early possession, I'm sure they're going to dominate in terms of possession statistics because that is how they play from academy level all the way to national team level. Spain always dominate Lamine to Olmo, trying the quick 1-2. Doku, lovely pass, lovely piece of skill. Ball back to Doku. So Belgium will look to be quick on the counter attack, yeah, because they cannot match Spain in terms of possession. Belgium will have to be quick on the transition. Yeah, I'm expecting them to play transitional football today. So ball back with Courtois. Courtois of Real Madrid. First 5 minutes of the game. Belgium had a golden generation. Remember the likes of Hazard. They had a very good team in the 2018 World Cup. It was just short of winning. He was so close. Ball back to Lamine. Lovely control by Lamine. This guy is so talented. Spain also don't concede many goals. They have conceded, I don't think they have conceded yet. I don't think they have conceded a goal yet. But what a tournament by Kylian Mbappe. But when it comes to World Cup, Mbappe is actually a great. 8 goals together with Messi. So we hope Lamine will also join that cast of great World Cup players. But the difference with Spain is that they don't depend on one player. Yes. Spain usually have a good group of players. So we find them having Lamine, they have Rodri. So usually Spain depend on most of their team to perform. So that's why you won't see Lamine scoring many goals. Yeah, so ball back again with Belgium. Quickly, let me check some of the transfer news, rumors. So Real Madrid have signed Arbeloa, Fulham. Fulham have appointed Arbeloa as their coach for the next season in the Premier League. So that is very surprising. It came out of nowhere after Marco Silva left, and Fulham have had many changes. Marco Silva left, then Harry Wilson, who was actually their top scorer, also left, linked with, he left for Leeds. Yeah, so plenty of changes there for Fulham. Let's see how Arbeloa will perform. He had a very poor spell at Real Madrid, so they decided to sack him. They decided to sack him and bring in Mourinho. Real Madrid usually don't joke when it comes to love replay by Spain, Baena. Back to Rodri, who is the conductor. Rodri Rodri makes any team good. Fabian Ruiz. So is Lamine pulled down? Yeah, foul to Egypt, foul to Spain. Lamine brought down by Leandro Trossard. So Barcelona are looking at Adeyemi, Karim Adeyemi of Borussia Dortmund is being targeted by Barcelona. So that is what some of the rumors coming out. And also Manchester United are now targeting France midfielder Manu Kone. Yeah. Also Real Madrid are looking to bring in Marcelo Brozovic of Al Nassr, Spain, with the set piece blocked. And Trossard cleared again by Spain. Yeah, so shot by Rodri, which was blocked, but was actually going in. Marcelo Brozovic will be a free agent after he left Al Nassr. Yeah, so very good midfielder. Hopefully he can get a team. Yeah, so Barca interested in Adeyemi of Borussia Dortmund. They've already signed Anthony Gordon, so I believe that would be the backup for Lamine. Fulham have appointed Alvaro Arbeloa as their new coach. So Bruno Guimaraes has already agreed personal terms with Arsenal. So salary is not an issue. It will now be up to the two clubs to agree a fee, as Newcastle are not in the Champions League next season. And they have also sold Tonali. So Bruno Guimaraes will actually be a statement signing for Arsenal. I usually don't like to dwell into rumors. So actually wait until I see a player holding the jersey. That's when I'll now respond. Because these are just rumors. Now Belgium on the transition. Nice tackle by Laporte. Ball back with Rodri, who is always available for a pass. Bassi also having a very good tournament, the Barcelona defender. So for me, if you can get Bruno Guimaraes, and then you have Declan Rice, and then maybe we get Morgan Rogers, that midfield will be looking so safe. Nice pass. I mean, goes out for a corner. Pick up yourself if you're in the chat. This is the Arsenal Pulse. Nice pass by Kubasi. Poor control by Baena, who is asking for handball, but that's not a handball. That is not a handball. So Spain usually look to create as many chances as possible. Then they make sure one goes in. Doku, who loves one-on-one. Doku, cross into Unai Simone. Doku usually likes one-on-one with the defender. He likes to cook. When he's on fire, he's one of the best wingers in the world, Doku. So 14 minutes gone, still 0-0, but both teams are actually trying to get the first goal. So far, we have seen Spain doing their usual tiki-taka, possession football, La Masia football. And they usually like to push high up the pitch, so that They can suffocate teams. They can stay in your half. Cucurella, mispass. Another mispass by Belgium. Cucurella back to Rodri. Olmo, who looks like he's shooting. Lamin. Terrible pass by Lamin. KBB now to Doku on transition. Doku with two players on him. Doku. Still Doku to Trossard. What can Trossard do? Shot by Trossard. But it's blocked. Hey, what a transition. So that is what Belgium will try to do, to transition fast. Because with this Spain team, you cannot dominate them with the ball. You have to dominate them without the ball. With the ball, they are the best team in the world when it comes to possession statistics. Now Lamin, who dispossesses Doku, cooks Doku. Lamin, but the pass is blocked. Rodri switches it to Cucurella. Cucurella, the Real Madrid man. So Real Madrid have already signed Cucurella, Konate, Bernardo Silva, Dumfries, and now they're looking at Brozovic. Olmo. Nice control, but overdoes it. So Spain usually know how to penetrate the box. They start hooking. They are in trouble. So Bruno Guimaraes has agreed personal terms with the Arsenal. So that's up to player to player, club to club now to agree. Crystal Palace have signed Spanish defender Oscar Mingueza on a 4-year contract. So if you hear that such kind of news, it means that Palace are about to sell defender, and I believe it's going to be Lacroix. Chelsea overlooking at Lacroix. Boro to Lamin, 1-2. Lamin switches it to Baena, but it's too long. Welcome to South London, Oscar Mingueza. In another news, Callum Wilson have signed for Brentford on a 1-year deal. He was relegated with West Ham, and now he is a Brentford striker. Then Arsenal announced the signing of French goalkeeper Illan Meslier. Illan Meslier. Doku. Trossard. It's actually interesting to see Trossard on the right. Cross. And De Bruyne clears it. There's a clash of heads in the box. So Illan Meslier, 26 years old, joins from Leeds, where he made 215 appearances, keeping 70 clean sheets. So young goalkeeper, Arsenal have already gotten him on a free transfer, the third choice goalkeeper after David Raya and Kepa. Cucurella back to Laporte. Kubasi tries to go long, but it's too strong for Lamin. Pedro Porro back to Unai Simon. To Rodri. Hey, and Spain Play from the back without pressure. Nice Simon. Back to Olmo. Lovely play by Spain. Olmo. Now to Pedro Porro. To Ozabal, but Belgium defend. It's now a foul to Belgium. Yeah, so 20 minutes gone, the first half. Not many chances in the game so far. Spain and Belgium all looking for the opener, but they're still trying to study each other. Lamine, short, goes out wide. Yeah, now we have seen Lamine with the first shot of the game. Usually calls them from that angle. So he's claiming a corner, but I don't think he touched anyone. So Belgium containing Spain in the first 20 minutes. De Bruyne, lovely pass. Oh my God. That pass was crazy. To Doku. Doku. Dribbling. Ah, what a poor pass by Doku. And you can see the Belgian coach is absolutely fuming. Doku, we expect better, man. Remember, Spain are the European champions after beating England 2-1 in 2024 in the final. Yeah, they quickly touch that again. So far, Belgium defending really well. Poro to Olmo. Can Lamine keep it in? Nice by Lamine. Lovely piece of skill, but he claims a foul. KDB to Doku. This battle is going to be interesting. Doku of Man City and Pedro Porro of Tottenham. Remember, Tottenham usually always beat Man City. Got a turn by Olmo. That's what you get from the Spain players. Technique, the skill, the football intelligence is always top. And we head for the first hydration break. So African players, when it comes to hydration break, they're usually given alcohol. I don't know what happens to African players. They go for hydration break, then they lose their mind. Then they bottle it. African teams need to be studied. We're leading 2-0 in the 80th minute. How is that game ending? How is that game ending 3-2? Egypt. Egypt need to explain to us what happened. Egypt and Senegal really let us down. Senegal should have kicked out Belgium. If not for that silly penalty, Senegal should have won that game comfortably. There are some people who are saying that when when the European teams face each other, the games are usually boring. Yeah. So let's see if that narrative will change in this game. When a European team faces maybe a South American team, that game is usually fire. That game is usually on very good. But when Europe faces Europe, that game is not good. So hydration break is over. Players now returning to the pitch. Lamine looking for his second World Cup goal and also looking to score in the knockout of the World Cup. Looks like Arsenal are serious with Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle expecting the second bid. If you actually get Bruno Guimaraes, that's going to be a quality signing. Arsenal pay the money. Go out there and spend. Show them why you are the champs. Ubasi, back to Doku. Turns. But is surrounded by three Spanish players. Back to Rodri. Is possessed again. Spain take it back. Rodri, who is running the midfield general. Rodri to Cucurella. Cucurella on the left. Cucurella was not really lively in that Portugal game. Don't know if it's fatigue, but he's one of Spain's attacking threats. On that left-hand side, Cucurella, who likes to go up and down. We have not really seen Trossard yet in the first 30 minutes. The hand of Trossard, we know he can be a game changer. Unfortunately, he's going to be leaving Arsenal in this transfer window. Has already agreed terms with Besiktas. Ball to Doku. Back with Doku. The City man. Raskin. So this is the first time I'm seeing Spain defend. Winning back by Belgium. Spain also don't concede and Spain take the lead. 1-0 to Spain. Yeah. The European champions. take the lead 1-0, and they were favorites heading into this game. So it took 30 minutes for Spain to step in and punch, to land the first punch on Belgium. 1-0 to Spain. So let's see the goal. Porro to Lamine. Lamine back to Porro. Cross and Olmo. And now, oh, Fabian Ruiz. It's Fabian Ruiz of PSG who scores for Spain. Fabian Ruiz, Champions League winner with PSG, scores his first goal in the World Cup in the quarterfinal. He's usually a box-crushing midfielder. Yeah. 1-2 Porro, 2 Yamal, no offside there. Clean goal. Porro with the assist. Olmo and Fabian Ruiz. Actually, Courtois had saved the shot by Olmo, but then falls back to Fabian Ruiz with a right foot shot into the back of the net. So Spain taking the lead, the European champion, marching on to what will be their first semi-final since 2010 when they won it. So Spain looking dangerous. And when they score fast, they usually don't bottle it. So 30 minutes gone, 1-0 to Spain. Goal by Fabian Ruiz of PSG. Yeah, so lovely pass by Lamine, Olmo with the shot. Fabian Ruiz scores for Spain. So will Belgium respond? Spain were actually favorites going into this game. You can see the odds 1.63 to Belgium's 6.03. So Spain overwhelming favorite to actually reach the semi-final. And that game versus France will be I can't imagine. Lamine back to Porro. Now Spain with their tiki-taka session. Back to Ruiz, Cucurella, Baena. Now Spain, this is what they do. When they score, they now start to suffocate you. With possession. Lamine on the wing. They're doubling up. Lamine. Rodri, cross. Cleared. Spain now looking for the second. That is what they do. They go for the second. They don't sit back. Lamine. Lovely piece of skill. Lamine Yamal. Fouled. What a turn by Lamine. For me, he's the best player in the world. What a turn. Fouled by Dogo. Absolutely cooking. Lamine is cooking something. Oh, what a skill by Lamine. Fouled by Dogo. So this free kick, and we have not seen many free kicks in this World Cup. I believe the Tillman from USA scored 2 free kicks, but we have not seen many free kicks being scored in this World Cup. So let's see if Spain will get the second goal. Free kick at the edge of the box. Lamine looking to take it. He's looking for his second World Cup goal. The magic left foot of Lamine. Goes to take it. Saved by Courtois and cleared. What a save by Courtois. Now it's corner to Spain. Yeah, powerful hit by Lamine, but Courtois saves it. Alex Baena to take the corner. To the right. Fabian Ruiz to Olmo. Who hits the referee, Michael Oliver. Yeah, Oliver defending for Belgium. And he apologizes. So Spain now starting to get into the gear, the rhythm. They usually play with first gear, then they turn up the heat, second gear, third gear. Yeah, that's why I want them to win, so that that game versus France will be a footballing lesson. I mean, tomorrow. For me, Spain are the best team in the world, followed by France and then Argentina. Baena, saved by Courtois. Oh, there's a handball by Baena. Alex Baena has also been very good at this tournament of Atletico Madrid. Alex Baena of Atletico Madrid. Is that Pochettino? Laporte. Back to Cucurella. Ubasi. So Spain having 6 attempts at goal. So that's what Spain does. Attempt after attempt. Yeah. The same thing France did to Morocco. They push you until you open the door. They knock. Attempt after attempt, chance after chance, attack after attack. So also reports are suggesting that Arsenal are closing in on Christopher Zolis of Club Brugge, Pass Perotre. Yeah, so Leandro Trossado's replacement is already being finalized. Christophe Zolis from the Belgian Pro League. Yeah, so Spain with their tiki-taka. Yeah, they are starting to now get into the groove. And Belgium look like they lack ideas. Yeah, we have not seen KDB, we have not seen Trossard, Baena looking to pass it to Oyarzabal, and Belgium take the ball back. So that's what Spain do. They get the ball back as quickly as possible. That's why Belgium will have to find another way of scoring. Because when it comes to possession, there's no team that can match Spain in terms of possession. What an attribute by Ruiz. Oh, ball back to Poro. I mean, crazy nutmeg. Lamine Yamal toying with Doku to Rodri. Sanchez to Cucurella on the left. Now this is why they are the European champions. They play with so much swagger. Lamine, lovely turn, nice shot. Goes out wide. Lamine, what a piece of skill. Cooks Doku. Shot. It goes wide, side netting. Doku is having nightmares. I thought Doku was the one who was going to cook. But it looks like now. Oh my goodness, Belgium have equalized. 1-1. It's 1-1. Doku. Doku. Doku versus ball. Doku. Beasts. Trossard. And cross. Cleared. Trossard again. To KDB. Cross. Header by the Catalara. And it's 1-1. Belgium equalized in the 40th minute. And that's how you score versus Spain. Quick passing. Spain conceded after a long time again. So the Catalara, the assist by Castagna. So 1-1. Trossard with the pass. There's no offside there. Hey! KDB. Lovely pass by KDB. Back to this Castagna. Cross. Look at the Catalara. Fantastic header. Which beats Unai Simon. Hey! First half of goals. Yesterday we did not see any goals in the first half. Today it's already 1-1 in the first half. Hey! Looks like this game is going to be a banger. And for me it looked like Spain will go on and score the second, but Belgium had other ideas. Lamine was cooking everyone. Yeah, and the game now is open. Anyone to take it. Today we have not seen any VAR involvement. So I'm wondering, is VAR being used in some games? Yeah, because yesterday they had to check every goal. Wow, Kubasi almost got out. And it's a foul to Belgium. Referee issues the first yellow card to Kubasi of Barcelona. So that goal looks like it has given Belgium, yeah, some confidence. Yeah, it was a foul on KDB. So let's see if Belgium will add the second goal. My prediction was 2-1, so I'm still in. Trossard. Ball with Trossard. Now Belgium with the possession. Doku. So as we approach halftime, Belgium equalize in the 40th minute with a clean header. Hey, and I thought Lamine was cooking, man. Lamine had started cooking some chips Alex Baena, but lovely tackle by KDB. And there is a foul on Spain. Belgium are not going to let it go. Lamin on the right. Kamal back to Paul. And Spain like to break the lines. Ball with Baena to Yamal. Yamal versus Doku. Baena and shot was over the bar. So first half, 5 minutes of extra stoppage time. Hey, what a header by Decatalara. I did not expect Belgium to equalize so quickly. Ball to Olmo, cleared by Belgium. Danny Olmo has had a good first half. So corner to Spain. Crossfired by an near post. Cleared out again. Another corner. KDB the captain. Shot by Ruiz. Blocked. Now Belgium on the counter. The Catalara. Oh, near pass. Olmo to Baena. Baena can spin them the lead again. Baena to Ruiz. Lamin back to Baena. And Belgium really defending. Cross goes out for a Belgium goal kick. That pass by the Catalera almost should have been a one-on-one. Yeah, so VR was taking a handball there, but there's no foul. Look, nasty coalition there. Two Spanish players collide. I think it was Olmo and Oyarzabal. Yeah, that is not a foul. I'm surprised that Pedri did not start. Pedri of Barcelona. Courtois clears it. Belgium on the attack. KDB to Doku. Doku versus Paul. Doku. Cuts in. Doku. Twisting. Cross. Goes out wide for a goal kick. Yeah, and Doku overdoes it. It was actually a good chance. But Doku overdoes the dribbling. Cleared long by Simon. So halftime, we head to halftime at 1-1. First goal to Spain by Fabian Ruiz. Then Belgium equalized through Decisive. Yeah, so that entertaining first half, 2 goals. The game is now even. Spain 1, Belgium 1. So interesting second half to look forward to. Yesterday we did not see any goals. So will Arsenal sign Bruno Guimaraes? Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. So that first half, there have not been many chances. Yeah, but the 2 chances have both gone in. So looking at the statistics, of course, Spain with ball possession 62%, Belgium with 38, Spain with most of the shots, 9 shots to Belgium's 2. Belgium shot on target 1, and 1 goal. Then Spain 3 shots on target. So if you look at the statistics, Spain have been the better side in terms of shots, in terms of creating chances, but Belgium have taken their chance. They got 1 chance and they took it. So the important statistic in the goals doesn't matter if you have possession or you have created more than me. If I score 2 goals, you score 1, I win the game. That is football. So halftime 1-1. Let's see how the second half will play out. Lamine has also had some few attempts on goal, and also we have seen lovely piece of skill by Lamine and Olmo. Yeah, so the technique is there. It's just a matter of time before Spain get the second. Spain still favorites to win it. Belgium look to cause an upset. Yeah, so I mean, a very, very important role in this painting. 1-2 with Poro. They open up the Belgian defense. Poro with the first time cross into Olmo, who shoots first time. Courtois saves. Then Fabian Ruiz with the follower. So it was a nice move started by Lamine. So it will be interesting to see second half if Pedri will come on for Spain. And we have not really seen Yazabal, the false nine, who has 4 goals already. So Yazabal has been a bit quiet. We've only seen Olmo. Another player who has been really quiet is Cucurella. Cucurella usually attacks on that left-hand side. We have not yet seen Cucurella taking on those crosses. Then on the side of Belgium, we have not seen Trossard yet. We know Trossard with the scratch moments. Usually turns up in those clutch moments. Yeah. It was a lovely move by Belgium. And they needed to respond quickly because Spain got a second goal in that game. But this game will be over. Yeah, you don't allow Spain to score twice. Because now that is game over. Yeah, Spain also having a very strong bench. You have Raya, Garcia, Pubil, Grimaldo, Garcia, Lorente, Mikel Merino, who scored in the last game, Torres, Ferran, Gavi, Pedri, Zubimendi, Nico Williams. And on Belgium side, you have Lukaku, you have Munir, you have Witzel, you have Salemakas. Salemakas, I think, plays for AC Milan, if I'm not wrong. Whoever wins this game sets up semi-final with France, yeah, next week on Tuesday. Also saw France yesterday. Mbappe came coming off with an injury. So let's see if Mbappe will be fit for the semi-final because they had to replace him with Mateta of Palace. But I still think Spain will win this 2-1 or 3-1. But my prediction stands 2-1 Spain. Take a 5-minute nap. The substitutions will be key in this game because if Spain can bring on someone like Gavi, yeah, or Merino, or Pedri, these are players who can change the game of minutes or seconds. So Spain have plenty of quality on the bench to win this game because we have seen teams like France using their depth. Squad depth is very important in this kind of tournament. It's good to have squad depth. So second half is going to be very interesting. There's also possibility of extra time and penalties. Yeah. So it all comes down to who will throw the first punch. Yeah, whoever throws the first punch wins. But very impressive from Belgium to recover that quickly. Impressive. España, La Roja, de La Roja. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty in the crowd. Hey. Yeah, so the Spain players coming out for the second half, led by Lamine and Rodri. Also, Michael Oliver has had a good game, so we have not used VAR yet. There's plenty of controversy in the Argentina-Egypt game, so VAR play been a bit quiet. You can see also the Belgium bodies there. I mean, will he get his knockout goal now? He has already scored the first goal in the World Cup. Now he needs a knockout goal. Now Spain taking from right to left. Yeah, so second half underway. It's quarter-final. 1-1 the score. What I like about Spain is that they don't panic. Even when they are behind, Spain usually don't panic. You know, their quality will shine through. That's why you need experience in this kind of games. Sure to like and subscribe to the Arsenal Pulse. So you need to see more from Trossard. You need to see more from Leandro Trossard. So Spain starting off with a flyer, but foul by Cucurella. So let's see if Cucurella will turn up for the second half. First half has been quiet. Long ball by Courtois to Trossard. Yeah, Micatalara. I think he has scored now 4 goals in this tournament. And the Spanish coach De La Fuente thinking on the touchline. It's supposed to be the extra time. So this game is far from over. Anything can happen. Second half. I mean, through a goal, cleared by Courtois, but it was offside. Yeah, Lamine was offside. But a pass by Kubasi due to Barcelona teammates. Hey, was very close. Drawing by Belgium. Trossard. Castagna. Taken by Kurela. And Spain looking to recover the ball quickly. Fabian Ruiz. And it's a foul on him by KDB. I believe this will be KDB's last tournament or World Cup. The Manchester City legend KDB asks Doku tries to cut him. Goes out for Belgium corner kick. So Belgium matching Spain. That's a corner for Belgium to be taken by KDB. KDB with the corner header cleared by Spain. And there is a foul in the box. And Spain starting again with a build-up. We usually have this philosophy, playing from the back. We have to. Yamal looking for Olmo, but it's cleared. So Spain pushing up the pitch, looking for the second ball. Long ball to Lamin. Back to Gazabal, Ruiz, Kurela, Baena. Back to Ruiz, Fabian, Rodri. To Boro, Lamin, Katsin, shot or almost. Rodri, Kurela. So Spain patient build up by them. Back to Kubasi. To Boro, Lamin, Katsin, Kurela, Ruiz, Baena, Kurela. Shot by Lamin goes out wide for a corner. Spain really pushing for the second goal. Lamin with a shot which was just blocked by the defender, number 4. We have seen plenty of set pieces in this World Cup. Corner, almost a shot, but goes over the bar. And one more. Yeah, Spain already preparing a change. Ferran Torres, yeah, about to be introduced. Plenty of mosquitoes here. Baena, Kurela, now Spain on the attack. Fabian Ruiz, checking. Back to Rodri. With Kurela. Oh, almost. What an pass. Yeah, looking for Oyarzabal. So I think it's Oyarzabal is going to be replaced because we have not seen him yet. He has not been influential in this first half. Yeah, so let's see if Ferran Torres can cause problems. Provided an assist in the last game. Trossard. So we are starting now to see a bit more of Trossard. Looking now for Doku of City, who is now a father. Yeah. Doku, one-on-one with Moro, cuts in, one touch. Oh, shot because of by the goalkeeper. Hey, Belgium coming out with fire. Look with a lovely one touch, 1-2 shot. And the goalkeeper goes out for a side for a goal kick. And Alex Baena is substituted for Torres. Pedri also being introduced for Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, so 2 changes by Spain to try and change the momentum of the game. Simon goes long to Olmo back to Yamal. I mean, Pedri. Oh, Spain really looking to cut through the lines. Back to Simon. "55 minutes played there. Olmo to Rodri. Lamine cutting in. Back to Pedro. Cross. But it's long. Pedro Porro with that poor cross goes up for a Belgium substitutions. Belgium also looking to bring on their substitutes. But they have played really well. They have competed against Spain really, really well. Pedri. Is it Rodri? Pedri. Yamal. Cross. Saved by Courtois. Not a cross for Yamal. Olmo. Spain really pushing for the second. The European champions. Rodri. Back to Laporte. Pedri. And see now the movement by Spain is a bit much bigger. I mean, Pedri. Yamal. Cut out by Belgium. Now Belgium on the counter. And there's a foul on Doku. causing problems as usual. Actually, Lamil fouling Doku. Yeah, the two have been going head to toe, toe to toe. Yamal versus Doku is the main battle of this game. So Lukaku being introduced in the second half. Like the second half, both teams Belgium cleared by Simon. Olmo on the attack. Olmo goes back to Laporte. Cucurella with the cross cleared by Belgium. Hey, Spain are really pushing. You can see them scoring the next goal. They are really pushing for the second. But there's a change by Belgium. Axel Witsel being introduced and also Lukaku. Yeah, Leandro Trossard is finished. Trossard has not been good today, he has been poor. So maybe it's the fatigue. But Trossard has not been top quality. You know what he can do. So let's see which substitutions will bring an impact. Laporte switches it to Pedri. Lamine, shot, saved by Courtois. Hey, Lamine, Courtois is saving everything. Yeah, what a keeper. Nice stand by Olmo. No foul. Now ball back to Doku. Doku taking on Poro. Doku the dribbler. Nice pass. Nice pass. To Lukaku. Cleared. He did the shot. Saved by nice in one. Hey, the game is now becoming very entertaining. There's a possible handball by Rodri. The VAR does not check it. Cucurella, Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo, Belgium going toe to toe with the European champions. Yamin, cutting in. Poro, shot goes out to a corner. Spain really pushing. Lamin to onto Soyazabal, saved by Courtois. Courtois making 3 saves already. Spain's third shot. Lamin Olmo. Back to ball. Ferran Torres. Cuts in. Ferran. Poor pass by Ferran Torres. Controlled by Rodri. Back to Pedri. Hey, Spain are really pushing for that second. And you know, Spain will actually score. Lamin cuts in. One touch. Ferran. Hey. Belgium trying to play quick in transition. and almost had a very good game in this game, quarterfinal. Almost tries to dribble. Hey, taken out by Dogo. Spain turning on the screw. Yeah, turning on the gears. Laporte to Rodri. Kubasi to Olmo. Moving the ball quickly. Lamine cuts in. Goes out for a corner. Or is it a goal kick? Fantastic shot by Lamine. Saved by Courtois. Courtois making fabulous saves. Keep Belgium in the game. It is a proper quarter-final match. Doku to Paul. Spain completing 407 passes to Belgium's 189. Yeah, so Spain dominating possession. Olmo switches it to Cucurella. What a pass. Back to Pedri. The turn. Cucurella. Now we are seeing more of Cucurella on the left. Yeah. He's usually very influential for Spain. Varane to Lamine. Lamine cuts in. He's possessed again. Doku is a foul on Doku. And Belgium now can breathe. Yeah. Belgium have survived that spell of pressure. Spain throwing everything at them. As we are almost approaching the second hydration break. But very interesting second half. I believe there'll be more goals. That Courtois. Courtois going down, and it looks like Courtois will be replaced. Courtois about to be replaced. Hamstring issue for Courtois. second hydration break. It's like Courtois will be replaced. Spain turning up the gears as they look to take back the lead. Yeah. They want to set up a huge clash with France. Spanish fans still optimistic that they will score. It looks like Courtois is fine. There was a scare there, injury scare for Courtois. Yeah, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Ball switched to Cucurella, Real Madrid maestro. Cucurella, back to Pedri. Pedri, Rodri, switches it to Cucurella. Header, hey, and Ferran almost scoring the perfect header. Yeah, so Courtois being replaced by Lamens of Manchester United. Yeah, Sunday Lamens of Man United replacing Courtois. Yeah, so it looks like there's an injury to Courtois. Let's see what Lamens can do to stop Spain's relentless attack. Yeah, Spain attack after attack. Yeah, so 20 minutes left plus extra stoppage time. There's also a possibility of going to extra time if both teams don't score. Still 1-1, goals by Fabian Ruiz and Decatalar for Belgium. Cucurella to Pedri. Nice turn by Pedri. So Lamens gets his first touch. Rodri back to Simon. Simon to Rodri. Hey, it looks like this game is very set up for the huge last 20 minutes. I mean trying all his shots, but none of them have gone in so far. Ferran, Lamin, cuts in. Lamin tries to take on the poor cross by Lamin there. It looks like a hamstring issue for Courtois, who has been saving everything. Everything Spain have thrown has been saved by Courtois. Pedro Porro was had a very good game stopping Doku. You know how Doku can be dangerous on the one-on-one. But to Pedri, Spain with most of the possession Yazaba, what touch. Kurela wins it back. Kubasi, Pedro Porro. I mean, to take on this man. Back to Porro. To Ferran. Cleared by Belgium. Relentless pressure from Spain. I don't think Belgium have even left their half for almost 10 minutes. Almost. I mean, shot. Cleared again by Belgium. Belgium will concede. This is too much pressure. Rodri. Belgium trying to at least get some calm. Then they go long. That's the only way they can score versus Spain. Quick transition, going long to at least catch Spain on the transition. Yeah. Or Lamin to Yazabal. Lamin. Chance. Then Belgium are defending. Almost cleared by Belgium. Very solid defensive performance by Belgium. They have only left Lukaku up front. Hey, Lukaku rests with Laporte. $70,492 in that stadium. Filled to capacity for this quarterfinal. Aye, that's not a foul by Witzel. Belgium doing everything in their power to stop Spain. I mean, one-on-one, cuts in, Pedro Porro, cross, cleared again, now Doku, for Belgium, goes on the run, Doku. But there is no support. Doku does well to keep the ball. And now Belgium, at least they leave their own half. Belgium now with possession. Can they get the second and upset Spain? Laments. Goes long to Doku. Dispossessed. Spain actually recovering the ball quickly. I don't think Belgium will sustain this pressure. Let's see. Back with Rodri. To Cucurella. Pedri. Rodri. Kubasi. Spain passing it around at the edge of the box. Waiting for a run. Who's going to make the crucial run? Pedro Porro to Lamin. Almost. Spain pushing for the equalizer. But they have to be careful because if Belgium scores, then it's over. Olmo, Ferran, Yazaba, Lamin, touch. Hey, Spain causing issues. Doku tries to dribble, but goes nowhere. One touch football from Spain. And now Nico Williams about to be subbed on for Oyarzabal. Yeah, Oyarzabal has not had a good game today. So let's see Nico Williams. Arsenal were actually linked with Williams in the last transfer window. He decided to stay at Athletic Club. That to borrow Pedri, Nico. His first cross goes over the bar. The minutes played. So it's Lamens with the goal kick. There is the hitman, Mikel Merino, super sub. Will he do it again? And Belgium look idealist. Spain will punish them. KDB on the floor. Looks like KDB will not be able to continue. The Belgium captain. Corella keeps it in. Pedri. Nico Williams to Pedri. Nico. Sitan. Rodri. Switches it to Yamal. That Belgian defense solid. Kupasi. Rodri back to Olmo. Spain will score. Rodri switches it to Cucurella. No, Nico. Goes out for a Belgium goal kick. Belgium really defending. Yeah. So it looks like KDB will be substituted. The Belgian captain cannot continue. Yamal. Rodri switches it to Yamal. Nice control. Oh. Spain really pushing for the second. Simon clears. KDB, almost. Simon coming out of this post. Ball with Ramens. They are trying to contain the pressure by Spain. They are passing it at the back. Pedri. And this is a foul on Ferran Torres. The possibility of extra time, 85 minutes more, and KDB receives the yellow card. Yeah, KDB being replaced with Salemakas. Looks like it will be his last World Cup appearance. Yeah, the super sub Mikel Merino has been introduced for Olmo. Olmo has had a good game, but was not able to score or assist. Kubasi, Iporo, Yamal, Lamin, Cross, Merino, almost, Cucurella, Nico Williams, Cucurella, Pedri. Can Merino do it again? Yamal, cleared. Belgium under too much pressure now, but they're defending really, really well. They're telling Spain, come and break us down. Nico cuts in, cleared again. Spain trying everything to not go into extra time. Lukaku with the chase. Simon clears it to Laporte, and Spain score the second. I knew it. Belgium have been under too much pressure. Yeah, Spain score the second goal. Cucurella. Back to Pedri. Shot. And Mikel Merino does it again. Super sub Merino. What? It's Mikel Merino again for us from Arsenal. And Spain telling Belgium to cry more. Mikel Merino, the super sub. Second consecutive game which Merino scores and knocks out. He knocked out Portugal. Now he has knocked out Belgium. Kubasi with a fantastic strike. That was saved by Lamens. There is Kubasi. Shot saved. And Merino with the tapping. Eh, Merino is the ultimate super sub, scoring twice in 2 games in the last minutes. Spain about to set up semi-final versus France on Tuesday next week. Lamens looking like he's at fault for the goal. Lamens of Manchester United. Yeah, so Belgium were under so much pressure. Now they finally conceded. Mikel Merino now with 2 goals. Super sub. Spain were really pushing not to go to extra time. Seven minutes of stoppage time. So Belgium only have 7 minutes to save themselves. Cucurella. I knew Belgium were going to concede with the amount of pressure that Spain were putting on them. They had to. So it looks like my prediction is on 2-1 to Spain. Ferran, foul by Merino. Ball back to now Belgium looking for the equalizer. Doku. And it's offside. Hey, Belgium doing most of the defending. But now they have to come out and attack. Mikel Merino, the super sub. Cleared long by Simon. Nice Simon. Now, Salamakas. Chance. Cleared by Kubasi. Hey. Belgium almost equalized through Salamakas to take it to extra time, but Spain defend well. Petri. Nice turn by Petri into midfield. Petri with another turn, slips. Now Belgium trying to attack. Doku. Why were they not attacking? Foul on Belgium. So now that they have conceded, now is when they decide to attack. Why were they not attacking? They were defending. Why? Laporte with the yellow card. Cross. Hey, big up yourself, bro, at Bobby812. Mikel Merino is so clutch. Super sub, bro. Mikel Merino is the ultimate super sub. Yeah. He knocked out Portugal and now he is about to knock out Belgium. What a performance by Merino. And you see how the Spain coach knows how to use him. He should be starting the next game. Merino is clutch. And even that's why Arteta uses him as a striker, because he can score goals. Yeah, super sub is right. Yeah, the Spain coach knows how to use him. He doesn't start him in most games, but he knows when Merino comes on, he's an impact sub. Yeah, and now he has helped Spain to another semi-final. I think we should use Merino as a striker next season. Arteta has many options to play Merino. Trossard has been poor today. Trossard has not performed. Trossard is also a clutch player, but today he was not good. Hey, nasty foul by Witzel. I think that he'll get more game time for Arsenal after this. Gyökeres might be on the bench more. Yeah, I also told someone that Gyökeres will be sold. If he doesn't perform next season, Gyökeres might actually leave Arsenal sooner than later, because Havertz is performing, Merino is performing, so Gyökeres needs to step up. I know he scored 21 goals, but he needs to add more to his game. Yeah, Spain on the attack. Ferran. So who do you think should be the starting striker? Havertz or Gyökeres? Because also Havertz is very good as a striker. Yeah, so Spain about to set up a exciting semi-final versus France. That game will be epic. France versus Spain. Hey, I can't wait for that, man. Lamine versus Ousmane Dembele. Mbappe. Oh, yeah, Gyökeres next season is going to be benched by Havertz or Merino. He is not good on the ball. I don't think Gyökeres suits how we want to play Cucurella in the shot. They are both decent at striker, but they aren't consistent. And Spain reach the semi-final. Yeah, big up yourself, bro. My prediction was 2-1. Got it spot on. They are both decent at striker, but they aren't consistent. Yeah, but you see, if Merino plays as a striker, like if you remember the Real Madrid game, the reason why we beat Real Madrid is because of Mikel Merino playing as a false nine. Yeah. So Havertz also in the Champions League final, you saw how he performed. When Gyökeres came in, he did nothing. Yeah. So that's why I'm looking at Havertz starting over Gyökeres next season. Yeah. But we need to sign a left winger. Now that Trossard is leaving, we need to sign a left winger. I think now this is be Lukaku's last World Cup together with Kevin De Bruyne. Oh yeah, he scored that goal, his left foot right versus Real Madrid. Yeah, now you can remember. Mikel Merino was fantastic in that game as a false nine. But Gyökeres, the reason how we play does not suit Gyökeres. Gyökeres should play for a counter-attacking team. Yeah, we are thinking of signing the Greek left winger. Yeah, Christopher Zolis. I heard it's almost done. It should be announced in the next, maybe the next week. Christopher Zolis will be an Arsenal player together with Bruno Guimaraes. Those two players will join, definitely. I also think Morgan Rogers will join. Zolis, Guimaraes, Morgan Rogers. I believe they'll be Arsenal players this summer. But I did not like the Leeds goalkeeper, Meslier. I didn't like that signing. We already have Kepa. Or maybe Kepa is leaving. Yeah, so Spain secure their spot in the semi-finals. What do you think of him? Will he thrive in the Premier League? Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. Looks like a very, very good left winger, and also his GA. You know what we were missing on the left hand side was the GA, the goals and assists. So we need a left winger who can provide at least 20 goals and assists during the season, and also a winger who can take on players dribbling. We need someone like Doku who can dribble. Yeah? So for me, I think he'll take, but of course, he'll take time to adapt. Yeah, that's why I think we also need to sign someone like Bakola. If we can get Bakola to be the starting winger, then Zolis to be the backup. I think that will be good business from Arsenal. That will be good business from Arsenal. What team do you support, bro? Haven't you seen my channel, the Arsenal Pulse? I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. Yeah, I'm a Ghana. Always a Ghana. Premier League champion. Yeah. What about you? I support Arsenal. So I'm hoping we can get Bruno Guimaraes, Morgan Rogers, and Bradley Mokola. Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm an Arsenal fan as well. Yeah, ensure to subscribe as well and like my videos. Yeah. And do you see England winning the World Cup? England. I can see them reaching the final. Because they have rice. They have rice, Saka, Eze, Hurricane. England can actually go all the way. And I think they will announce the Ateta's new contract. I believe Ateta has already signed a new contract. So it's all about announcing it after the World Cup. I believe they'll announce it after the World Cup. Yeah, so England might actually go all the way. They have quality. I didn't think they will beat Mexico, but they really tried by beating Mexico at the Azteca. Very hard place to go. Yeah. Argentina, I don't see them going back to back because it's very difficult to go back to back. Even winning the World Cup is very difficult. Now imagine going back to back. But Merino is a clutch player. Merino, a super sub. We need to see more of that in the Premier League. when we are struggling against a low block, Mikel Merino to come in and help the team score. I don't rate Bruno, the midfielder they are trying to sign. Oh, I really think he's one of the best midfielders in the league. Bruno Guimaraes. What I like about him is that he can score, he can play box to box. He has also the leadership qualities. He is a Newcastle captain. He has already played in the Champions League, so he has Champions League experience and also Premier League experience. And also he's 28, meaning he's in his prime years. Yeah, so for 60 million, I think we are getting a very good player in Bruno. Or would you like Tonali? Tonali has gone to Spurs. Would you take Tonali or Bruno? Because Tonali is also a very good player, but I don't think he's better than Bruno Guimaraes. And also we need to sign a right back, proper right back. I don't think Ben White will be staying. The injury issues have been too much for Ben White. Ben White needs to now leave together with Gabriel Jesus. This summer we need to clear the deadwood. Gabriel Jesus, Ben White, Trossard. Yeah, I like Tonali more. I'm Italian, so I have bias, but he's got a wicked long shot and solid defending. Yeah, Spurs have got a very good midfielder there in Tonali. Now, but for me, I think Bruno Guimaraes, with his leadership experience, can play box to box. Arteta can also use him as a number 10. Yeah, Tonali is very good, but I don't think he's worth 100 million. 102 million for Tonali is a lot. But I think Spurs needed to spend so that they can avoid relegation again. Because being in a relegation battle for Spurs is unacceptable. Yeah. So, would you take? Do you like Morgan Rogers? Because I think Morgan Rogers can be the replacement for Odegaard. If you're able to get Morgan Rogers, if you can get Morgan Rogers and Christopher Zolis is a done deal. Yeah, I think that one is already a done deal. They are replacing Leandro Trossard, but Trossard also was clutch for us. If you remember the goal versus West Ham, Trossard, the reason why we beat West Ham. Yeah, he's young. I like him. Yes, Morgan Rogers, and also he's always available. His fitness levels very good, and he has time to develop his skills, even if he doesn't look great in the first season. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying these players that we are going for, we need to go for a mix of experience and also we need the young players. Yeah, then we need to let go some of the deadwood, the likes of Ben White, Christian Nogard needs to leave, Jesus needs to leave. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus' time at Arsenal is up. So I'm more interested in players who are leaving than players who are staying. Trossard was my favorite winger from Arsenal. Yeah, Trossard was always clutch. Yeah, he has produced more than Martinelli, but I think because of his age, they need to let Trossard leave because now Trossard is approaching 32 years. He's in his final year in his contract. Yeah. So getting 17 million for Trossard or 20 million is good business because he's in his final year. Instead of him leaving for free next year, let's just sell Trossard. If we can also sell Martinelli, I'll be in for it as long as we get the proper replacement. But what I can see from Arteta, he might actually sign Morgan Rogers and play him on the left. That is one option I can see Arteta doing. Jesus doesn't have a spot in the squad. Yeah, it's time to go. Gabriel Jesus, thank you for your services, but now it's time to leave. He can no longer be relied on in big games in crucial moments. And also he is on huge wages, £260,000 a week. Yeah, so if he can leave, he can free up some budget to go and spend on other potential signing. For me, my dream signing will be Vinicius Jr. If we can get Vinicius Jr. or Mbappe, that would be my dream signing. No, not Martinelli. I rate him. He just needs more playing time instead of putting him in the 80th minute. For me, I don't think. I think Martinelli. He has been at Arsenal for 7 years now. He has been given plenty of chances. Yeah, because I remember there's a season where Martinelli scored 15 goals. Since that season, he has been dipping. He has not been uh, on form since that season where he scored 15 goals. Martinelli has been a shadow of his former self. Yeah, that's why I think it's time. If you can cash in on Martinelli, I'd have no problem. Yeah, Martinelli has been at Arsenal for 7 years. He has never scored more than 15 goals. Yeah, no, he has to rush everything since it's late in the game. Okay, in the Champions League, Martinelli is a different player, and also when he plays for Brazil, he's also a very good player when he plays for Brazil. But when it comes to Arsenal in the Premier League, he's not good. How about Saka? What do you think? Saka needs to go for surgery. Yeah, Saka, he cannot start, he cannot play, he can no longer play 90 minutes. I think Arteta has overused him. Saka is suffering from playing too much minutes. He has played so many games. I think he has played over 300 games for Arsenal at only 24 years. Those are a lot of games. So we need to get a proper replacement for Saka. Saka should be coming on in the 60th minute or maybe playing in the Champions League where it's not very physical. But I think Saka has played too many games, over 300 games for Arsenal. At 24 years is a lot. So he has carried most of the workload. It's time Saka should not be starting week in, week out. Yeah. But now since we have Max Dauman, since we have Madueke, since we have Martinelli can also play on the right, I think Arteta should rest Saka more, even Declan Rice. That's why I want us to sign Bruno Guimaraes so that can Rice can rest because Declan Rice will be knackered. He's approaching 70 games this season. Yeah, so next season we are going to have plenty of fitness issues, and that's why you have seen Arsenal have replaced their backroom staff, the medical staff. Yeah, have you seen that Arsenal are replacing their most of their doctors? Yeah, but I don't know. Saka is a one strike pony. He always cuts in and usually is getting double teamed. That is true, and also he has lost a bit of pace. So that hamstring injury has made Saka lose pace. He's not as quick as he used to be. Yeah? But I think Arteta has overused him together with Rice. Rice also needs a rest. If Saka and Rice can at least rest for 2 months, yeah, without kicking a ball, then I believe they can come back being better. Yeah, because uh, last season we played too many games, reaching the final of Carabao. We also reached the Champions League final and also Premier League 38 games, which is hard. Madueke has the physical ability, but I don't think he has the brains. Yeah, Madueke is a backup option. So he also has a lot to improve. I believe only 23 years old. So Madueke needs to improve on his finishing. Also his crossing. His crossing is not great. Sometimes he can. Okay, what I like about Madueke is that he can take on players one on one. It's very good at that. But now the end product is what is missing. He needs to add more end product to his game, the goals and the assists. Yeah, because I believe he played only 4 games the last season. No, he only scored 4 goals in the Premier League the entire season, which is not good enough for an Arsenal winger. We need an Arsenal winger who can score 10 goals and provide 10 assists. Yeah. Yeah, they need to reserve Rice for a bit. I believe he's the best CDM in the world, and he shouldn't wait to get injured and be out for months. Next season, we are going to have a problem. If Rice gets injured, it's going to be a long-term injury. He has already said he's playing through pain for England, but because he has the desire to win the World Cup, that is why he wants to help England. Yeah, together with Anderson. So Rice, Saka, um, we need to get them fully rested before next season. I don't think they should even start games in the opening 2 months of the season. We have Zubimendi. Zubimendi has been resting for Spain. He has not played. We have Merino. Yeah. We have Eze, who has not been playing much. So I believe we can rotate more. Ateta needs to rotate more in these games because also Rice has been run into the ground by Arteta. He has played too many games. Then we need to get a replacement for Nogard. It was good talking to you, bro. I have to go now, but when will you be live next? Okay, so you need to turn on the notification bell. If you are subscribed, please turn on the notification bell so that when I go live, you will be notified. Set the notification bell to on. So let me just show you my channel. Just a minute. So let me show you where you can get my notifications. It was a good chat, bro. I hope you are enjoying being the Premier League champion. Yeah, we have been ridiculed for so long. 22 years of banter now. Now it's over. Yeah, so this is my channel, bro. Okay, thank you, bro. See you. Yeah, so this is my channel. 159 subscribers. So all you need to do is turn on the notification bell Yeah, come here, turn on the notification bell, this one, set it to all. So if it's all, whenever I go live, you'll be able to be informed. Yeah, so big up yourself. I'll also be going off now. It's been 2 hours of watching the game. Yeah, so big up yourself. Yeah, see you in the next one. Peace out. This is the Arsenal Pulse. Like, subscribe, and share this content. See you in the next one.